Well, overall, I mean, happy with our guys. Great ball game. I thought the atmosphere was great for a college basketball game. I thought our guys responded to that, opened up the game with a good pace. We had a good run in the first half. Kind of got a little stale heading into halftime, but I like the way our guys played. We missed a bunch of layups in the first half, and we probably should have been up 15, 17 points, and those guys knew it. We didn't shoot it great, but we defended in the first half, and we going with a 9-point lead. But I thought their attitudes coming out, and we talked about it at halftime about setting the tempo, because at their place we went in with a big lead and came out and turned it over 2 times in a row, and they cut that thing down to 4 or 5 really fast. And it was important that we get off to a great start in the second half. And J.J. White kind of led that charge, man. He was unbelievable in those first 4 minutes. Just in the shots that he made, he controlled the tempo of the game. And then Markel did what Markel does. And I thought overall, great team effort. It's hard when you get a 17, 18-point lead on a team that play with that pace. It's so hard to maintain it because they're going to make so many possessions. They want it to be so many more possessions. And we tried to slow it down and couldn't slow it down. But I thought when we did slow it down, it kind of took away from our offensive. We didn't have any pulse anymore. We kind of was waiting on our heels, and then they started attacking us. And that's why they was able to get back in the game and cut it down to under 10. But I thought the poise we had and handling their pressure and then making some free throws down the stretch there I thought that was major with Lance and JJ, even Markel making those free throws at the end. But overall, great win. I'm just happy for these guys, how hard they worked all year to get to this point. And I'm happy that they made it happen tonight. Great game, though. Great game.
Is there something about this team? I mean, you kind of touched on it a little bit. Just can't put them away. Is the same thing happen?
No doubt. I think just because of the way they play, it's the style of play, and this is a team that probably could beat a lot of people in a neutral site. Just because if you let them get it into, there we go right there. I mean, it's an 80 possession game. If you let it get to an 80 possession game, it's anybody's game. And we did a great job, I thought, in the second half, Mike, of kind of killing the clock a little bit. When we had that 17, 18-point lead, 20-point lead, we just pulled it out and didn't take any risk. But at the end, when you get that tentative like that with 8 minutes to play, something bad probably going to happen. But we held on. And they're a good team. They're a good team. I like their style of play.
They're going to kind of on that good team, but they kind of play really, really well. Like coming in here tonight.
No doubt, no doubt. Big win over St. Thomas.
It was just a week ago tonight. You're coming off 2 straight losses. Things have shifted so much. I mean, what does that mean that you guys were able to get a couple of wins and now you got to share the league?
I just think they're resilient. They're resilient. They know that you play everybody once through the league, and you lose one time, and you know where you stand. As a group of guys in the locker room, they know where they stand amongst the league, right? And they knew, after those 2 losses, South Dakota State hadn't lost at home. St. Thomas hadn't lost at home. Those are really, really good basketball teams in our league, and they protected home court. But I don't think it phased our guys in understanding how good of a basketball team they were. And they understood it, and we talked about coming back home and holding home court. But I think going to Kansas City with the right frame of mind was big for us. And then coming back home tonight was huge, and we got to close it out on Saturday. But we got an older group, and our chemistry is great. And I think that's a major part of the resilient. They like each other, they like competing with each other. And when you get a group like that, a taste of winning, right, they want more.
How important is this week off now to kind of rest?
Oh, it's huge. I just talked to Gary about that. We got some guys that are banged up, and we don't talk about it, publicly, but we got some guys that are banged up, dealing with some injuries and stuff like that. So they give them a couple of days off here. We get some days off and let them recover and get some rest and get their legs back underneath them and try to close it out on Saturday with Oral Roberts here on senior night.
Is there something that Markel sees in South Dakota, because his career high, the first time you played them this year, he said his career high,
Yeah.
and you did it again tonight?
I think in a game like that, that's free flowing like that, like guys like that tend to play well because it's an athletic game. They get free at the rim a lot. You get free in transition a lot. You're going to get fouled a lot if you make your free throws. So it's one of those kind of games where that tempo kind of fits him, especially on the offensive end. So
Markel and JJ have both played at all league levels. I mean, basically all league season. I guess, what did they kind of mean? You kind of touched on a little bit with JJ. I guess, what did those two kind of mean in the second half when South Dakota was trying to make a run at you?
well, those are our guys. They've been our guys all year, and we talked about it at halftime. Like, when the team two best players kind of put the best foot forward, and everybody else kind of follows. And it started with JJ in the second half. JJ hit 3 big threes, maybe 2 big threes in the second half, to kind of get us that big lead and got the crowd energized in the game. But he wants to be that guy. He wants to be the guy that lead a team. Markel has been the guy all year. But those are day one guys. They've been with us from day one. And the build-up to get to this point where we are, I mean, those guys lost a lot of games those first years. They lost a lot of games their second year. So they're hungry. They're thirsty. They paid the price in the first 2 years. So now they're reaping the benefit of those first 2 years. But they're day one guys, and they've done an unbelievable job of understanding what goes into building a program and building a winning basketball program. They're major keys in it, major keys.
I know you're probably going to deflect to your players, but first time ever winning a Summit League title has to mean something to you.
No doubt, no doubt. That's what's the plan from day one. That was the vision from day one. And we talked about it as a staff. We talked about it with our administration, and luckily we got a great administration that understands what it's going to take to do it, and they've done it. We talked about this community getting behind us and supporting us, and we was going to need everybody to make it work, right? It just wasn't going to be on the coaching staff and the players. It was going to be on a community joint effort and a collaboration, and it showed tonight by them showing up and supporting us, and they've been supporting us all year. And but there's a build up to this. There's a lot of sleepless nights in year one and year two. So now we can enjoy it a little bit. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, man. Y'all got the man of the hour right here. This is the man right here, boy.
So I guess first, what was celebration like?
Man, it was crazy. It was fun seeing the wrestlers in there beat up on the trash can and celebrating with the trophy with my teammates. It's all I could ever ask for. It was fun.
What about, do you see something in this team that lets you play like you have against them the 2 times you played? Career high?
What, against South Dakota?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm just so versatile, and I got a mismatch on me almost every time, and my coach draw plays for me, and my teammates give me the ball in the right spot. That's really it.
How much did it help you? I mean, you really got off to a fast start tonight. You had like 12 points in the first 5 minutes or something like that. How much did that kind of help you kind of get in the rhythm and get in the flow of the game early?
Yeah, me just being aggressive, it helps me, but it also helps my teammate. If they see me being aggressive and just going hard, then they also gonna follow suit and go hard because I'm the leader, and they gonna follow me. And just being aggressive, that's my play style. So that's what I did.
Coach said something to JJ in his start to the second half. So you started the first half tremendously, and then he had a really good first 4 minutes of the second half. What's it like playing with him?
Man, JJ, man, he do a lot of things for us. He's a point guard. He sees the floor. He sees everybody when you're open. When you don't think that he sees you, and he gonna get you the ball. And I love that he's my point guard, and he's one of the best point guards I played with, for sure.
We talked about this at the beginning of the year. Now that the season's kind of here, the season you've had, especially in league play, have you thought back and kind of focused? Are you still motivated by the second team preseason?
Yeah, you can say I'm still motivated. I don't really think about that. I did at first when it came out. I was like, okay, these people think these guys better than me. My coach was giving me a bunch of stuff about it, like, oh, he's better than you, just playing with me. So, I kind of took that to heart, and I just want to prove everybody wrong. But at the end of the day, I just want to win, and that's what we've been doing. So I'm happy for that.
Crutch brought this up about, and you guys lost twice last week. You come into practice on Monday, everybody's in the right frame of mind and everything. I guess how important is that to kind of stay in that proper moment?
Yeah, that's very.
These games this week.
My bad. That's very important. We can't dwell on the losses we had. And, we just got to keep moving and put one foot in front of the other. We know we had a big week coming up with games we can win. So, that's what we did and that's what we practiced on.
What is the largest crowd of the season? And there's other.
Tonight?
Yeah, was tonight. What does it kind of mean to see you guys winning and people kind of building up to coming and keep coming, crowd growing?
Yeah, Tony said in the huddle that the first year we had like maybe 700 to 900 people at the games, and now that we winning, more people's coming, and it's showing, and that's from the work that we put in, also the work that the coaches put in also. So it's fun seeing that everybody see us getting better, and they want to come out and watch us.